Before we get started, can the telly shred? I don't know, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome to Chops and Hops. I tried to do that with a UK accent and I don't think it's working, but cheers, everyone. I see we got a lot of people on. Yeah, so a lot of questions so far. So there's a backstory to this guitar. I'll tell you about that, of course. The cool thing is, every one of you guys right now, for one thing, I'm thankful for you guys. Thank you for always coming on here and hanging out with all of us here. It's great. But one thing about this guitar here, it's not mine. And I'll tell you the story in a second here. But what I wanted to tell you before that, though, is you guys are seeing me play this before anybody else is seeing it right here, right now. I've actually got a YouTube video coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna post it. I've got to finish editing it. Editing videos takes a long time. That's why I love going live so much. I don't have to edit anything. This is great, man. I get to come, and plus we get to talk back and forth. This is awesome. Get to hang out, So, I love doing live. I think I'm gonna do more of it. But anyway, there's a Telly video. Can the Telly do metal tomorrow? Well, we know the Telly can do metal, but I'm gonna go over some of the interesting stuff in the video tomorrow. But I wanted you guys right here on Chops and Hops to see and hear this baby first. So beard, man. So here's what happened to the beard. I trim it every often, like every 2 weeks or whatever, and I just trim it with I got clippers and I put a guard on it. Well, I forgot to put the guard on, and I was halfway through, and I'm like, I just shaved my beard off. I didn't even realize it until I'm crap. Well, too late now, so I had to finish it up. So that's that's where the beard is. It's there, stubbly. It's just faded in with my skin color, I guess. What's up, everyone? That's freaking awesome, man. Love all you guys being on here. This is great. So yeah, so it really wasn't fresh. It's not freshly shaved at all, though. It's this is very stubbly, man. It's like Don Johnson on Miami Vice. Remember he had that shadow, which I don't look that cool, but hey, whatever. Some of you are too young to know what Miami Vice is. But man, yeah, so the guitar. The guitar here, this is a Telly. Let me get a close up here, guys. Now, I want to show you some really cool things about this Telly. So, this came from my friend Brian. No, it's not Mike's. I see that face is like, is this Mike's? I don't think Mike has a Telly. I don't know if Mike's on tonight. What's up, everyone? Man, there's so many on here. I can't call everyone out by name, but this is awesome. Yeah, dude, you got to know what Miami Vice is. You got a very good intro. The Miami Vice, the real cool, I think it's played on keyboards. It sounds like a guitar, but I think it's on keyboards. But it's funny. The intro to Miami Vice, the TV show, way back. You know, the one part where the drums go like doo doom 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 doom. They show a chick walking by with her boobs like shaking along with the drum beat. And as a kid, that was like, oh, Beavis, check this out, boobs. You know, so it was like the closest thing we got to porn. Anyway, yeah, it was. Oh man, Phil Michael Thomas. I loved Phil Michael Thomas. I still do. I mean, I don't keep up with actors and stuff, but Philip Michael Thomas was a great actor, dude. He was way before his time, man. He was so great. So back to the telly, guys. The telly. My friend Brian. You guys have not met Brian on here yet. But I'm actually going to see if Brian wants to come on the show here maybe next week if I can get him over here. That would be really cool. Or it may not be Chops and Hops. It may be something else that we do, some other live event or something like that, maybe on a weekend. But Brian is a front man for a local band here in my area, and they're called the Southern Creek Band. So naturally, as you might expect, they're more of like a southern rock and country style band. But the guy is phenomenal. Brian is... I love seeing musicians play live that are just really good at what they do. The guy is so solid, and he's just very comfortable up there, very natural. He's not like a really hyper guy, he just is kind of a laid back dude. He just gets up there and does his thing and just pleases the crowd, man. They play cover songs, so that's not really something I do. I'm writing my original stuff, which is a completely different world, but I can't remember the lyrics to cover songs, man. I was trying to do these acoustic sessions on Wednesday. I skipped this week, and I'm like, man, I better like print these out, or I'd have the laptop up reading the lyrics as I go because I can't remember lyrics to save my life. Well, but anyway, so he let me borrow this guitar. Him and his wife went on vacation, and he let me borrow this telly. I don't think I've ever played a telly before, guys. I probably have, and I just don't remember, but not. This is the longest period of time I've ever played a telly. So what we have here, let me unplug this real quick because I want to show you guys some of the specs on this thing. So the first thing, there's, what is this? I can't remember the name of it. There's a different plate on here right there. See this thing right here? Completely different plate. And I can't remember the name of it, but that just helps the playability. It also has Fender locking tuners on the back. And the beautiful thing about this guitar that I'm loving so far is there's no freaking Floyd Rose. There's no tremolo, which is awesome. And these Fender locking tuners do help it stay in tune quite a bit. So this is really cool. We got a lot of people, some more people from the UK. Yeah, Faceless Telly's not a metal guitar for sure, dude. But now it's got some what's called Sunday pickups. Well, I've got notes here somewhere. Hold on. I had to write all this stuff down because when I was doing the video, I just couldn't remember anything. Let's see here. Sunday Custom. So the brand is named Sunday. Sunday Custom hand-wound pickups. If you can see this right here, this pickup right here, how it's wound. It's wound. The material is the same color as the guitar. If you guys can see that. If you look like way deep in there. Which is pretty cool. Now, while I've got it up like that, I want to show you the Lucky Dog Heavy Knurled Nickel Knobs. What a long freaking name. Who can remember that? But check out these knobs, man. Now, that's metal looking. That's got like Iron Maiden meets Judas Priest all over it, man. See those things? And actually, it's real easy to turn those knobs. Now, another thing I want to show you guys, it's got these, and I suck at remembering names and lyrics. EVH eyelet. So the EVH eyelets on here. Now check this out. These things right here for your strap, dude. These are the EVH eyelets right here. It's got one there, and it's got one there. That's pretty cool. I haven't pulled out the strap, but So anyway, yeah, that's the telly, man. So let me now we're talking about. It is pretty, Charles. Charles, thanks for joining, dude. It is a beautiful telly, man. It's a beautiful color. I like it a lot. So yeah, what I wanted to know with you guys, and I know this is probably going to be a lot of comments that we're going to get right now, but I just wanted to know. You don't have to tell me all the guitars you have if you don't want to. Feel free to, because we're all reading this. But actually, the first thing I'm curious to know is what guitar, if any, that you have that's not necessarily a metal guitar. This this is not a metal guitar. By no means is this a metal guitar. However, I'm liking some of the tones I'm getting from it, and I'll talk about more of those in a little bit and let you hear some more tones. But so what do we got here? Cryptic has a telly with humbuckers. Now, dude, I bet that sounds awesome. I know John Five plays a telly. And I honestly I can't say I'm a fan or not a fan of John Five. I really haven't heard much of his stuff, so I don't really have an opinion. But uh, so wow, okay, Crypto's got a humbucker telly. That's amazing, dude. That's got to sound good. I played a Fender Strat years ago that had humbuckers in it, and I remember that thing sounded really awesome too. Yeah, faceless. I mean, faceless. I like my metal guitars. Don't get me wrong. All right, all right. So Epican has 5 guitars, so 3 acoustic, Epiphone, Blue Ibanez, and an unknown guitar. Hey, I've had an unknown guitar too. Oh, the PV Raptor is cool, dude. In the first act, I had a PV something. I think it was a Raptor, and I don't remember. It was shaped like a Les Paul, so if that wasn't a Raptor, it was something else. But PV makes some cool guitars, man. DW said he used to like them a lot. Not anymore. The LTD and Jack. Yeah, dude. DW, you cannot go wrong with LTD with ESP or LTD or Jackson. Those guitars right there are built for metal. I would even say a lot of the Ibanez as well. Ibanez kind of caters to a broad range of types of guitars. I mean, so do most guitars companies. Well, ESP has a Tele version of has a ESP or LTD Tele, which who knows? I may pick one up. So Gene Simmons uses that method on his basses. Nice, dude. Okay, cool. LTD Horizon, dude. Yeah, yeah, that's right, man. Dude, Faceless, tell us a little about your new guitar that came in, dude, because that's new, man. Have you played that much? Like, tell us some of the highlights of that if you don't mind typing that in, man, because I was really excited to hear about that. The Schecter Damien, dude. Oh, Aria acoustic. I don't think I played Aria. Yeah, Jose. John Five plays the telly. Jim Root from Slipknot. Yeah, I'm not really sure, dude. I'm not really sure. I don't really listen to Slipknot, so I like some of their songs. I like Psychosocial. That was a cool song, but I just haven't listened to them much, and so I don't know what any of those guys play. Dude, Miguel's got a Fender Strat 50s. That's definitely a non-metal guitar. But dude, I bet that Strat sounds beautiful. There's just something about a Strat and a Tele clean tone, man. You plug it into like a Fender amp or one of those rolling chorus amps, or even the plugins. I'm gonna play this through a plugin here in a second. Let you guys hear what it sounds like. Uh, so Mike Owens, you got the Solar Flying V yesterday, dude. So Mike, you got a solar guitar. Faceless, you just got a solar guitar, dude. You guys are all buying solars. Maybe I'll get one next. I can't afford one right now. I just bought like a bunch of gear over the course of this past year. So I'm like, I am not buying any more equipment for a while. This is gonna be. I do need a delay pedal, but that's probably about it. So Jackson, you got the ESP Eclipse with the Zach Wild Actives. That I would be very interested to play that guitar, especially with those Zach Wild pickups, because dude, Zach Wild. I haven't really dug into Zach's on his own band, the Black Label Society, but I'll tell you this, guys. When I was in high school, this is around the time when the Black album from Metallica came out. I was just getting ready to graduate. I was either in like 11th or 12th grade, can't remember. But Ozzy came out with No More Tears, and I just fell in love with Zach's playing. He gave his leads this like they were great, they were fast, but he gave them this almost like this southern rock twist to it. It was very strange, and it was something that you just didn't hear a lot of guitar players doing. And he just combined several different techniques into one. So it was really really awesome, man. DW, so you rarely play the LTD anymore. You got the Ibanez, yeah, Ibanez. Hey, I've got an Ibanez too, dude. You guys know I got this Prestige RG 1570. I just need to change out these sucky V7 V8 pickups, man. Those things are horrible. I'm gonna get to that at some point. I've been talking about it for a long time. I haven't wanted to spend any money on gear and stuff, man. I needed to take a break because I kind of got a lot of gear throughout this past year. So faceless, dude. So it's better than you expected. Quality's really good. I know those things come from Indonesia, but Indonesia makes good quality stuff. Yeah, they do. Sometimes people tend to think, well, if it doesn't come from my country, it's not good. That's totally not true. There's plenty of crappy products made right here in the U.S. And I'm not being anti-U.S. or anti. I'm very patriotic to my country, but there's quite a bit of crap stuff that comes from the U.S. and they even charge more for it. So I don't. I'm not one that's going to say just because it was made in Asia that it's bad quality. That's just my little 2 second rant there. But there's good and bad stuff made everywhere throughout the world. Um, China, maybe they make the most crap products, but not all their stuff's bad either. Like I get my mugs. I don't have it in here right now. My mugs come from China, and actually they're made really really well. So anyway, I'm glad you like that. So dude, 24 super jumbo stainless steel frets. That's awesome. I love jumbo frets. I'm a little slightly disappointed with my 7 string here. I've got a seven. You guys know about this guitar. You see it all the time in my videos. The ESP E2 Horizon FR7. It supposedly has jumbo frets, but they're not. Man, they're not near as jumbo as this guitar right here, which is my LTD M1000 Deluxe. Those are jumbo frets. You guys can't see them good from there. Those are freaking jumbo frets. Are awesome. So yeah, that's all the guitars I have except for my bass. I'm not showing out or anything. These are just what I have here in the studio. Um, all right, let me catch up here, guys. So Faceless, I'm glad you got that in, dude. I know you've been waiting for that for a while. So I'm really happy for you, man. I know that's awesome. It's like getting Christmas in what month are we in? May. Christmas in May. All right, so Jose, you saving up to get the ESP Shadow? Oh, left-handed. Yeah, dude, I bet it's not too easy finding those left-handed. Yeah. Acoustics got the 2002 black ESP LTD M1000. The LTD M1000s are just solid beasts of guitars, man. So you got a Fender acoustic. Yeah, Fender has some great acoustics, man. And an Ibanez 2010. Cool. Paul, dude, do I like BC Rich? I had a BC Rich Warlock way, way back in the day. I actually found it in a pawn shop, and I remember finding it, and it was white, and it had black lightning all over it. And you guys know how it happens, man. You go through guitars like you go through underwear almost at certain stages of playing guitars. It's just like, well, this is cool. And then you find something else you think is cooler, and then you just don't know what happens to these things, man. You like sell them or pawn them or trade them or whatever. But yeah, I like BC Rich as a metal guitar too, man. They make some good metal guitars. So yeah. All right. Captivating Cats, dude. You got 2 guitars, the Washburn Dimebag model. Oh, dude. And you got an LTD GH600. Cool, man. Gary Holt signature guitar. Nice, dude. With EMGs. That's got to sound really interesting, dude. That's got to sound pretty awesome. The PV Raptor, yeah, PV Raptor's great, dude. So you got the drop down tuning on that. Okay, yeah, because now they make special strings these days for drop tunings. That's good, dude. That's really cool. Wow. So medium jumbo frets faceless. Yeah, dude, I guess that's what's on there. I didn't read that part, I guess, when I got it, and sometimes you see something or sometimes I see something, I'm like, I want that. And I'm very guilty of not digging in all the way, and like, you want something so bad, so in your head, you just make it the perfect thing. And until you get it. I'm not saying my 7 string's bad. I'm not disappointed with it. I wish it had like real jumbo frets, you know what I mean? So the Fender American Pro Strat 2, Schecter Hellraisers. You got a 6 and 7 string Hellraiser NOS? Dude, that's awesome, man. 93 Ibanez S series and a Squire Strat. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Man, Jose, that's expensive, dude, for a left-handed Shadow. That's really pricey, man. I don't like spending over $1,000 for guitars. I just don't. I mean, my 7 string was over that. The other two guitars probably were in their prime, but I got them used. So DW, I'm with you. I have a 7 string. I will probably never touch an 8 string other than just the comic relief of playing it for me. It's just not. not something I'm interested in. I believe in keeping it effing simple, and you guys know that. Um, Again, like I struggled for a year with my seven string, and I almost got rid of it like every week. I was just like, man, because I would play my seven, then I'd go back to my six, and I'm like, okay, I'm home. So I now what made me want to keep my seven string even more though is when I bought the EVH amp over here and plugged it in that thing. I'm like, holy crap! Now this guitar sounds awesome. My seven string just sounds so much better through that EVH amp, a real live tube amp, than it does with plugins. And that's this next album I record. I will be recording it with a live real amp. I'll be using my EVH EL34 amp, and I'm gonna record the clean tones with my Fender Mustang modeling amp, dude. I'm gonna mic both those amps, so that's more info coming on that. I promise. So, dude, Liberty just got a Jackson RRX 24 red with black bezels. Nice, dude. Yeah, I want a Jackson again someday, man. I really do. I'd love to have a Jackson again. I had one a long time ago. That's all I used to play. Mike, hate finding sweet guitars and then finding out they don't make any lefty versions. Yeah, that kind of sucks, dude. That does suck. Jose couldn't afford a Hellraiser, but you're looking for a left-handed Extreme 6.0 and nice, dude. Yeah, I've heard good things about. I've never really played much of Schecter guitars, but I've heard really good things about him. And look, Jeff Loomis had his signature Schecter. If they're good enough for Jeff Loomis, they're great enough for me because Jeff Loomis is I'm a huge fan of his playing, his style. It's really really cool. Um, yeah, pure organic amps, dude. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it, dude. So your only playable guitar, 22 BT, your only playable guitar is the Epiphone SG G400 Pro. I don't think I've ever played an Epiphone before, dude. It may have been that I played one in a guitar store or something like that, but I've never owned one and I've never played one for a long period of time. You know? Nice. Schecter Damien would be cool, man. Paul, fixed bridges all the way, dude. Paul, I'm with you. I'm so with you, man. I'm like I said, all my guitars. I have three electric guitars: my seven string, my ESP seven string, my LTD six string, and I've got an Ibanez six string. They all have Floyds, dude, and I'm loving this guitar right here. It doesn't have any of that stuff on there. It's great. Yep. Yeah, lefty's kind of cool, man. Lefty's kind of left. So your favorite guitarist, Sinister Gates, uses what does he use? Lead guitarist and center and Avenged Sevenfold. I get tongue tied because I'm reading comments and I get behind sometimes. Yeah, Schecter sells some cheap guitars too, man. It's kind of like Ibanez and a lot of these guys, a lot of these companies will sell premium guitars, but they'll also have some that aren't so premium. Because I think the reason, guys, is and not that it's right or wrong, but I think guitar companies know that the majority of their sales are going to come from those, $200 to $400 range guitars. That's where the majority of people are going to spend their money. There's a lot less of us out there who want something really nice from like 600 to 1200 and even upwards. But most people, most of their sales, I'm sure if we sat down and looked at the sales data, most of the sales come from those really cheap guitars. They're probably real cheap to make and manufacture and just push them out the door and here you go. Because those are the types of guitars that people will buy, like a parent will buy for their kid. Oh, here's a nice guitar, learn how to play. They play it for 2 months and then stick it in the closet and then doesn't do anything with it. So that I think that's why a lot of these companies do make just some real low quality guitars as well. Nice, guys, nice. So, on another note, guys, Craig, let's see, you said, Craig, all your guitars and basses are artist guitars in Australia. Nice, dude. Yeah, Craig, I bet you guys, this project based in Guitar 777, I bet you guys have some really good quality out there in Australia, man. Yeah, dude, Epiphone, poor man's guitar, man. It is, Epiphones, I know people that's owned Epiphones and they love them. They love their Epiphone just as much as people love their Les Pauls, and so that says a lot about their quality, dude. So, chops and hops. I am drinking a Funky Buddha. It's called Hop Gun. So I'm gonna crack this open, guys. I'm gonna let you guys hear some more tones out of this thing. I want you to hear what this sounds like. I have asked this question to you guys before, but I'd like to ask it again. Since we're talking about different types of guitars, what's your what genre of music do you listen to the most if it's not metal? And I mean not metal or rock of any kind. I mean some of you may just listen to that, and that's okay, that's fine. But what's a genre of music that you listen to that's not heavy or hard or whatever? What would that be? I'll tell you what mine is. I have actually been listening to some. I'm a big '80s pop music fan. Like I can't stand modern pop music, ugh. But I love '80s pop music. And my other genre, I've actually been listening to some country stuff lately, which is very strange. I used to laugh at people that listen to country, and here I am, like looking or listening to some country. Yeah, thanks, Rob. This is it's a good telly, dude. Cheers, guys. I love the Cure, dude. I love the Cure. We got some post rock. We got some classical. We got classical and rap. I see PRS. My same friend that let me borrow this guitar. For those of you who are just coming on, this is a loaner. My buddy went on vacation for a week, and we jammed last weekend on my patio. And he said, "Dude, I'll just leave this here if you want to play it." I'm like, "I sure do. Thank you." And now I'm like, "You can leave it here longer, dude. Don't just leave it a week. You guys stay on vacation. I'll just keep playing this." And for those of you who didn't hear about this yet, I just made a video on this guitar, and that'll be posting on YouTube tomorrow. So that'll be out there. Yeah, hard rock, heavy metal. Your brother loves country, and your younger brother loves rap. So you gotta listen to wide varieties in the house, dude. That's awesome, man. Tribal music. Whiskey Jack's having a nice brew. Nice, dude. Santana uses a PRS. Yeah, that's right. Sitar music. Cool, man. That's some cool stuff, dude. Sitar music. Billy Joel. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of Billy Joel, but I've got a friend that I'm jamming with on um, kind of like a beachy style rock meets modern country type thing. I don't know what you call it. We'll let people call it what they want. I don't really care. But he plays Billy Joel flawlessly. He's actually a classically trained pianist. I'll try to get his name is Rob as well. I'll try to get him on the show here at some point, man. I'd like to get him on here as well. And actually, you guys can't see it, but I've got his keyboard sitting. Some of the videos you see on YouTube, if you see a keyboard off to the side, that's his keyboard because he comes over a couple times a week and we jam. Kona Brewing, Big Wave Golden Ale. That's a good brew, man. Cheers to that, dude. mm. Yeah, it's funny, Rob. I've never been a fan of country until recently. I started playing some stuff. I can't tell you what country songs are popular, what's not. I have no clue. All right, so this is just a gritty sound. I'll just play like real quick. I want you guys to hear this tone. Hopefully, you can hear it okay. All right, what do we got? I'm using the neck pickup there on that. When I'm playing clean stuff, it is a beautiful tone, guys. I'm actually playing through Bias Amp 2, and I don't remember what the name of the amp is, but it's just one of their blues amps or whatever. All of them kind of sound good, but yeah, this is the bridge here. This is that, the bridge pickup here. Sounds nice. I'm gonna switch over to the mid, flip my switch to the middle here. Let's see what that sounds like. I like that tone as well. What do you guys think about that? Now, if I had to choose, I'm always going to choose that neck pickup over the one in the middle. But it's cool to have something different sometimes. Like what I like to do. Yeah, the necks are kind of. I see you talking about necks here. Sorry, that conversation caught me right there because you guys are talking about ESP, the M1000. The necks are a little thick on the M1000. So yeah, the single coil clean tone, man. There's nothing like it. It's got a little twang, UW. It's got a little twang to it, man. Definitely, it's got. That's that middle pickup as opposed to the bridge. I'm sorry, the neck pickup. Now let's see what what our bridge pickup sounds like with a clean. This is gonna be a little bit more gritty. That's not at all as a pleasant of a tone as, again, that neck pickup. Now, real quick, where I do like that bridge pickup is for, and again, I know this is not a metal tone, but yeah, country boy, I'm playing some country for you guys. You guys are like scratching your head like, dude, WTFH, whatever curse word, like, what is this, man? But I do like, again, I know it's not a metal guitar. It's not built for that, but for something different, this is it. That's not a bad metal tone. I mean, granted, now I'm playing through Positive Grid's Bias amp 2 on that as well. It's the 5153 amp, I believe I'm playing through in the Bias amp 2. But it's actually got a decent lead tone. Now for leads, I also like to use that neck pickup as well. That sounds pretty cool too. So, I mean, I'm digging the guitar, man. I really do like it. I'm glad my friend let me borrow this. Just let me take it home. Like Eddie Money, take me home tonight. Yeah, no, you're right, Telly. I don't think that Tellys are built for metal for sure, dude. It's definitely it's definitely for more of that country style playing, southern rock, and like you said on here, who said that cryptic classic, more like classic rock. It has got a really good classic rock sound when you want those chords to kind of ring out, when you're playing full chords and all that stuff and bar chords or whatever. So no, it's but I'm digging it though because it's just something different. Every now and then, I like to walk away from this thing here. You know what I mean? As much as I love it, as much as I love metal, every now and then I like to take a little break and just do something a little bit different, which is why I started a band called Flow Bros, and you guys will probably hear more about that soon. But that's me and my buddy. We're playing more of that. I don't know. I don't want to call it Southern rock because like I'm a native Floridian, and I don't think that I have a country accent. It can come out sometimes because that's how I was raised. But my friend Rob and I were both native Floridians, but we really don't have like that country vibe to us at all. You know what I mean? However, some of the stuff we're writing is just it's like country in the sense that it's songs lyrically driven that people can relate to. You know what I mean? So a lot of them are drinking songs too, because we both love craft beer. So that that's coming up. Let me go back to you. So Lorenz, you asked me if I'm a fan of Vito Bratta. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. I'm sure if you named the band he's in, Vito Bratta's in, I would know. I don't know a lot of like famous people, guys. To be honest with you, my music that I listened to growing up was confined to just a few different bands and like really the metal genre. Um, I was such a big Metallica fan that I didn't really branch too far outside of that until later. So there's a lot of names you guys might bring up that I'm like, I don't know who that is. So I apologize. I don't know who Vito Bratta is though. But name a song or something. I'll definitely look it up. So Faceless, your friend has the Halo guitar. Hmm. Cool. I haven't played a Halo guitar, dude. Jose, dude, you see the Sing High beer shirt, dude? I don't think so. The no, I don't think Sing High the brewery. Um, what is it? Bunhad Brewery in Thailand. So this Singha is brewed in Thailand, and I love Singha beer too. I think it's awesome beer, man. But it is brewed in Thailand, and their two beers are Singha and Chang, which that's kind of like Miller Lite versus Bud Light here in America. But my opinion is the Singha and Chang are much better beers than our typical American big brewery, big beers, if that makes sense. Singha just got a really nice flavor to it. But no, Singha brews their own beer. Actually, Singha is the only beer in Thailand that's allowed to have the royal Garudu, which is a royal emblem right here. It's a Garudu. So, and that's governed by like the Thai king and queen. So, yeah, they're the only brewery. So it's a solid beer, and it's all over Thailand. The other cool thing is if you go to Thailand and you ask for a beer, you'll say "I'll be a kuwat nakap," which means "May I have a beer, please?" And they will bring you out a beer, but it's not gonna be a regular beer. It's gonna be like a beer on steroids, dude. Their bottles they serve over there are huge. I don't know what like ounces they are or whatever, but it's just you're like, I asked for one beer, not two, but you gave me two for one here because like in a huge bottle, which is awesome. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw the tidbit out there, but yeah, it's good stuff, man. Yeah, Faceless, never stop exploring different guitars. Project Based Guitar 77, dude. I commented on your Instagram, man. I love. So, guys, Project Based in Guitar 77. Uh, Craig, I think his name is Craig. Craig, I think you've got the same name on your Instagram. He posted a bass cover of one of my songs called "Facing the Guillotine." That's off my very first album, Apocalyptic Dreams. So that was he did a phenomenal job on that. That was awesome, Craig. Thank you for doing that, dude. I'd like to share that out to the Facebook too, if you don't mind. Um, Lawrence, he left the scene, was in white. Okay, now I know who Vito is. Now I know exactly who Vito is that you were talking about earlier. Yeah, White Lion. White Lion. It's funny you bring it up. Lawrence is saying, he was talking about the White Lion guitar player. Kind of left the scene. Not really your style of band, your kind of band, but he was an amazing guitarist. I think that was the case with a lot of the '80s hair bands, and I admittedly liked a lot of the stuff, but some of the stuff was real cheesy. The hair and makeup and some of the songs were just lyrically just kind of bankrupt, you know. But so it was cheesy, but you got to admit the guitar players in like Winger and Warrant and White Lion and Red Beach from Winger, those guys were phenomenal, man. They were amazing guitarists, dude. They were doing Nuno Betancourt from Extreme. I mean, dude, just amazing. I love the guys from Skid Row. I never really considered Skid Row a hair band, but I mean they're kind of lumped in there with all of them. Uh, Jose, I've never seen Murder in the Front Row, dude. A thrash documentary. No, I haven't seen that, man. I hope is it on Netflix? Yeah, let me know. I'll definitely look it up, dude. Craig, feel free to post that on YouTube. I know you got it on Instagram, dude. Yeah, and now uh, someone's asking me about beers here. Jose, so yeah, Indian Pale Ale, Indian IPA. I've had some Indian beers. There's one called King is really good. Man, I'd love to go to India and visit someday too. That's a place I've got a lot of the job that I was at. I left my job earlier this year, but I had a corporate gig. I work with a lot of people from India, and I love those guys over there. I mean, they're cool. So I'd like to go visit them and try their beers, of course. I love Indian food too, man. Indian food is so, oh my gosh, so good. Curries, oh yes. Yeah, Nuno was insane. Skid Row was good, dude. Yeah, was Cryptic, was Pantera actually considered a hair band though? Did they go? And I like the idea of Pantera. I love the idea and the concept of Pantera. I just never fully got engaged into their music for some reason. Like some of the common songs, like Walk and stuff like that. But I never. Cemetery Gates is awesome, but I never really just and got fully into them. If that makes sense, there was something that just didn't captivate me. I don't know why, but I don't know if I didn't realize they were a hair band. Yeah, Miguel, I love '80s, dude. I love '80s music in general. And it probably has a lot to do with I'm an '80s kid. I mean, I was born in 1975, so you got to think as I was growing up in the heart of the '80s, And I remember being a kid, I went to this church and I remember seeing the guys and girls that were teens, and I was a little kid, and I don't know, I just thought they were so cool. They were all dressed up like '80s kids, '80s people growing up in that era, and I just looked up to them. I love the music. I love everything about that era. The movies, the '80s movies, man, like Lost Boys and the Goonies, those types of movies. Top Gun, Rockies, dude. I mean, Breakfast Club. It was just so. I don't know. I could sit there and talk about '80s. I could start an '80s channel, man. you know. Actually, my friend Eddie. You guys met Eddie from the Pipe Nook. He's been on my videos here before. We were talking about making like an '80s channel. So yeah, I guess the old Pantera, I guess they were a little glam, dude. I kind of remember people talking about that now, dude. Yeah. And changing tuning or string gauge is very annoying on a Floyd. Yes, you're right. Yeah, it's very annoying, dude. If you got a Floyd, just stick with whatever gauge strings you put on there, man. Make it work, Unless you want to go pay somebody to set it up. What's up, Raymond? Raymond's coming on to us, man. What's up, dude? Wow. Megadeth to you. Salt Pantera. Six Flags over Texas. I didn't know Texas had a Six Flags. I used to go to the Six Flags in Georgia. I don't know if it was in Atlanta or somewhere else. It was in Georgia somewhere. That was years ago. My dad used to take us out there. Nice, dude. Yeah, Rob. I never got into Pantera. You know. Yeah, and it's yeah. I'm sure some of their lesser non-radio friendly music was probably more brutal. Oh, the '80s movies. They Live, The Last Dragon. Those are awesome movies, dude. Yes, guys, don't forget to hit thank you, Acoustic. If you guys don't mind just hitting the like button if you haven't yet, it just helps my video. I have, Faceless Tremors was awesome. So I have a personal goal of mine. We always make goals, and I think goals are good to have. But I'm trying, I'm trying not to burp on TV here. Hold on a second. There we go. It's gone. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel before the end of this month. I don't know if that's going to happen because we only have like 9 or 10 days left, but it's just kind of a personal goal. And I don't want to, I don't want to come off the wrong way here. I'm not one of those like, I gotta have 1 million subscribers. That's not me. I mean, if that happens, great. If it doesn't, I'm still gonna do this no matter what. What's up, Big Mike? Big Mike is here, man. I call Mike Master Mike because he's mastered all of my albums to date, man. Oh yeah, Cryptic. Yeah, thanks, Cryptic. Yeah, press subscribe and then share it with your friends. That'll help. But no, I just have a personal goal. I really would like. I'm trying to hit the 10 likes. On my YouTube channel. It changes things for me as a musician. I don't know if you noticed yet or not, but if you look at my name on YouTube here, I know if you're watching on your phone, you may not be able to see it, but if you look at my name, there's a little music note behind it. I was able to make my channel like an artist channel, and you have to have albums out there and all kind of stuff to go through that to do it. But, yeah, anyway, it's an artist channel now, which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah, Mike, good thing your name isn't Bates, dude. It'd be Master Mike Bates. We'll just pull out the mic and there you go. That's great, dude. Um, Jose, do I listen to loudness? No, I guess I don't listen to loudness. No. Yeah, DW, thanks, dude. Yeah, and like I said, it was just a personal goal to hit that 10,000 like mark, or 10,000 sub mark, because there's some more things that YouTube allows you to do at that level. And I've been on YouTube since 2010, and it's a long time. I went through a period of time though where I was not really consistent with it, and that's why I never got the momentum or traction, and that's my fault. You know what I mean? And you look back, hindsight's 2020. I wish I had kept that momentum going. Then I probably would have, however many subs or whatever. It just opens up more opportunities for me as a musician and songwriter, and YouTuber. I guess I am considered a YouTuber, but it just opens up more doors. So, that just helps me. But, at the same time, I don't want you guys to ever think that, the only thing that's important to me is getting more subscribers. That's not at all. I enjoy the fact that we can come in and talk, whether it's 20 of you or 40 of you or 100 or whatever. I'm always gonna do my best to engage with you guys because I enjoy hanging out with you, man. We're friends. You're part of my metal family, my metal guitar family here, and this is awesome. Mike, I would love to have a Charvel Vivaldi 7 string, but I don't have one, dude, so I can't tell you what I think of it. So, Jose, Loudness was kind of a cheesy 80s Japanese glam metal. Wow, dude. They cleaned up and got heavier. You know, one of the things that bothered me about the 80s era is whenever the grunge scene came along and that whole Seattle sound came up, and nothing against it. It wasn't my cup of tea, but it was like immediately if you played guitar solos, you were out of work, dude, because guitar solos just gave off that vibe that you were an 80s hair metal band, and the time for hair metal was just dying. It's like everything. Metal doesn't die. I will say that. Like heavy metal music doesn't die. But hair metal, the glam and makeup, that had its season, just like the grunge had its season, just like whatever you want to call, like the Alice in Chains and Stone Sour and all those bands, they had their season or whatever. A lot of that wasn't my cup of tea. After the hair bands died out, I just kind of went through it was like musical purgatory for like 20 years. It was kind of that until I discovered European metal, like Amon Amarth and Arch Enemy and Nightwish and those types of bands, which I love. I'm just madly in love with that sound, man. European metal is just awesome. Good night, Lorenz. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's late in Norway, dude. Awesome Norway, man. Dude, Norwegian metal's freaking awesome. Man, I want to go visit there someday. Rob, thank you, dude. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your comments, man. I try to stay humble. I'm humble by nature. I don't have any reason not to be. I just like, yeah, you're right, dude. I like making music, and I like putting videos out there that actually help people. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you're right, Cryptic. A lot of metal channels never reach 1 million subscribers. If I wanted to go, completely mainstream or pop or something like that, I probably wouldn't. get a million subscribers either because I'm too old for that audience. But I'd have a better chance because it's mainstream. But and that's the beauty of us of metal is like true metal people, true metal heads and metal musicians. We're not really concerned about having some huge audience. I mean, you got to make a living, right? You got to have some audience out there, but I'd rather have 1,000 really hardcore fans of my music, that are going to support my music each year, than having a million fans that are just kind of like, I'm just whatever. You know what I mean? So I like to be close. I like to be close to you guys and really respect the fact that you listen to my music and you support it. Yeah, Jose guitar solos died back then, man. They died in the '90s, dude. Yeah, DW Jared Dines. Jared Dines. I think he's more for the younger metalcore types. And he just took off. I don't know how he did it. I think he made this one video with like 11 different styles of vocals or whatever, and it was a good video. Um, but yeah, sometimes I look at other videos and I'm like, these guys that have 3 and 4 and 500,000 subscribers, and I look at their content and I'm like, it's good, but it's not really giving value. You know what I mean? And I won't name names. It's not what I do. So anyway, all that said, I really, really try to make sure every video I put out gets value. And if somebody gets value out of it, I'm happy. I did my job. Yeah, Raymond, I love Arch Enemy, dude. Love it. Nightwish, I love. Absolutely. Now, another one of my favorite bands, and this has recently become one of my absolute favorite bands, is Delane. I'll type it in here so you guys can see it. And man, this band, I saw them for the first time touring with Nightwish. It was the first time I saw Nightwish. This is several years ago. It was in Orlando. My buddy Eddie came down here for that show. It was just great, man. It was really really awesome. And but their latest album is called Apocalypse and Chill. Dude, that is an awesome album. A Norwegian thrash metal called Necro. Dude, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that, but it sounds cool. Faceless, you're right. If I get some booby implants, I will explode with subscribers, man. I'll be like one of the ladyboys in Thailand. I'll get a lot. I'll be like a ladyboy metal. Dude, that's a good album name, Ladyboy Metal. Awesome, man. That's cool. You're right. You're captivating cats. You're right, dude. Everybody has an audience. It really doesn't matter what the size is, dude. I don't I don't care what the size is. Now, if I had no audience at all, it would just mean, hey, I need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what I'm doing wrong, you know. But I mean, I've got you guys, and that's hey, that's more than enough. You guys are more than enough for me, man. So I love, like I said, love coming on here and hanging out. Yeah, metalcore kids eventually find. I'm reading Cryptic's thing here. Metalcore kids eventually find different styles of metal they usually enjoy a lot more than core scene music. Yeah, I have a feeling, guys, that the metalcore stuff it'll probably phase out, just like hair bands, just like the grunge scene and all that stuff. I have a feeling one of the things that will never fade out, I think, is thrash metal. I don't think that will ever fade out, because people still listen to that a lot today. I know you guys probably listen to it, and dude, I mean, just the older Metallica, Testament, Exodus, the older Megadeth. I mean, all that stuff's just freaking amazing. Yeah, Megadeth to you, I love Delane or Faceless. Faceless, you love Delane. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong comment here. I do. I love Delane. Absolutely love them. I've got an Atreyu shirt, dude. They're metalcore, so you're not sure if they'll if yeah, Atreyu. I've heard Atreyu before, and they do have some good music, dude. They do have some really good music. I've got a T-shirt in there. I bought it at Hot Topic a long time ago. It was just a cool Atreyu shirt, and I mean, most of you guys, I think, know Atreyu is that big dog from that flying dog from the Never Ending Story, which is another cool '80s movie. We are talking about '80s movies earlier. Oh man, but yeah, Atreyu actually has some cool stuff, and Atreyu is. I feel like Atreyu has and I haven't listened to them a lot, but just from what I've heard, I feel like they have their own sound, and they've been around for a long time. And I don't feel like they were trying to be anything. I feel like that band truly was just, hey, here's what we play. Here it is. Love it or leave it. We don't care, but this is it. you know. So Rob, you say you feel like that deathcore, metalcore are also more likely to leave metal altogether. Yeah, maybe so, man. One subgenre I hope never leaves us is melodic death metal. So thrash metal and death metal, those two genres will never leave. There may be little changes to the music or whatever, but I think they will always be here. Because death metal, that's been popular for a long time. I live in what used to be called the death metal capital of the world. I live in a little town called Sefner. Obituary is from Sefner. I know many of you heard me say this before, but those of you who are new here, Obituary is from this area. A lot of death metal bands came out of the Tampa Bay, Tampa, Florida area here. So it's I don't think that will ever die, and I think melodic death metal, which I'm a huge fan. I just talked about how much I love Arch Enemy and bands like Amon Amarth and Lacuna Coil. Have you guys heard Lacuna Coil? They've got a little bit of core to them, which I don't really care for that part, the metal core, but they do have some death metal vocals on there. But they have a female vocalist, and she's just phenomenal. There's something about female singers, whether they're death metal or not. Something about female singers with metal music, especially melodic metal music. It's just great. That's why I love Delane so much. It fits, and it's just something different. Um, so, Paul, yes, dude, more recording tutorials from me in the future will absolutely happen, dude. I've got some things. Actually, let me tell you guys this, man. I'm working on an album right now. I'm just starting an album. This next album I do maybe all instrumental. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm gonna put a poll out there at some point and ask you guys, what you want. But so here's the thing I was gonna say about recording tutorials. I'm looking to do a recording series of recording a song from start to finish, and then even letting you guys in on what I do to release that song, and then what I do to promote it and market it after that, like an entire series. So it'll be a lot of videos, probably like 10 videos or something like that. So yeah, on that note, definitely more recording tutorials coming out, Paul, for sure, dude. Let's see here. I fell behind on the comments. Delane rocks, Mike. Yeah, dude. And Mike, I'm so waiting for Nightwish to come back. And I'm now Mike Olson, dude. What do you think about Nightwish's latest album? I'm just gonna say it out loud, dude. I have a hard time getting into Nightwish's latest album. The majority of the album's instrumental, and that's fine sometimes, but I'm just having a tough time. So, or anybody who's heard the latest Nightwish album, what are your thoughts on that if you've heard that? All right, I'm just catching up here, guys. Yeah, Jose Melodic. Oh, Jose, dude, you mentioned Insomnium. Yeah, those guys are cool. I think that genre. I think the melodic death genre. I think that's here to stay because it's so underground, and I feel like the melodic death metal audience and fan base is so hardcore. I'm a melodic death metal fan, and I'm very hardcore about my Amon Amarth and Arch Enemy. And what I'm finding is people who like Arch Enemy and amount of I do a lot of market research. I because I have to target people that will like my music. So I do a lot of market research, and I'm finding that the same people that listen to Amon Amarth and Arch Enemy and those types of bands also listen to Nightwish and Delane, who those bands are metal, but they're not death metal. They're not melodic death metal, but they still because there's that vibe, there's that musical vibe they have in common. I'm finding that the same audience listens to all of those bands and bands like Sabaton and stuff like that. So Sonata Arctica is another one. So yeah, Insomnium's really cool, dude. Insomnium's really really cool. Yeah, dude, that latest, yeah, Rob, dude, that latest Nightwish album, I'm having a tough time. I'm having a really tough time, man, really tough time. But again, Delane's not the latest Delane album, Apocalypse and Chill, freaking amazing. I got to meet Timo, their guitarist. He was just coming out of the restroom, and I know it sounds bad, but I'm like, Timo, dude. Actually, my buddy Frank introduced me to him. Frank is a writer. He's a journalist for the Tampa Bay Times here in where I live, And I met Frank at a Nightwish concert. You know, the first Nightwish concert. We're just standing in line together. We just started talking, and we've been friends ever since. It's been years ago. It's funny. This is the beauty of being a metalhead, man, because we have that connection. You know, where you can start talking to each other, and boom, you're just instantly buddies. You know, it's just really cool how that works. But yeah, he. So anyway, yeah, I'm having a real tough time with the latest Nightwish, man. Really tough time with it. Now, I like the album they put out before that, Endless Forms Most Beautiful. I thought that was good. Oh, Jose, dude, you mentioned Ex Mortis. So check this out, guys. I saw Amon Amarth my first time seeing Amon Amarth in concert. Ex Mortis opened up for him. Now, Ex Mortis is based out of California here, not here, but in California in the U.S. And I had never even heard of them before. And dude, those guys blew me away. You talking about some talented guitar players? Just crazy, man. Rob Amorphous, I really like Amorphous a lot. There is funny because Amorphous, dude, they've been around for so long. It's crazy. I saw Amorphous, Rob. I saw Amorphous with Delane. You talking about an epic concert? I saw them. I get chills thinking about that show. That was so awesome. I saw them live last, I think, October 2019. Oh man, they were Amorphous was amazing, dude. Amazing, just completely awesome. And you know, I started going through their backlogs, and I'm like, man, I didn't know they had so many albums. It's just ridiculous. And again, I heard them for the first time. I think they're from Finland. I believe they're from Finland. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Ex Mortis shreds, dude. Ex Mortis is just crazy. Craig, I love Storytime, dude. And Wish I Had an Angel. I love those songs, dude. Omnium Gatherum. I haven't heard them. Inferi is a good melodic tech death metal. Haven't heard Inferi either. I have to check these out, dude. Acoustic. You listen. Yeah, Delane. So Delane is much heavier than Within Temptation. I do like Within Temptation though, and it makes sense Within Temptation touring with Evanescence. But Delane, I'm gonna say, is much heavier than that. They're a little bit different. If you listen to their latest album, Acoustic, you'll get a more idea. They've got some more. Some of their older stuff is even more poppy sounding, but it's still really good, dude. Like I said, I got to meet Timo, their guitarist. My buddy Frank introduced me to him, and that was just a cool moment. Unfortunately, I took the picture of us. It was dark, and my flash didn't come on, so I looked at the picture later. I'm like, well, this is kind of worthless. You can't see him. So anyway. DW, I have heard of Exhumed. They're heavy, dude. It's freaking heavy, man. They've got some cool stuff. I don't know that much. I haven't listened to them that much, but you know, wow. Oh man, a lot of going on here. Yeah, no, there's a lot. This is cool, man. Yeah, Mike. Mike, this is why I love having these things, dude. This is guys. I love having this because I get to learn about so many bands from you guys, and I'll go back and listen to stuff while I'm working in the background, and it's like, man, this is cool. I can't wait till the next Chops and Hops because I'm gonna find even more bands to listen to, man. That's awesome. Abdullah, so Florida has opened up. I don't want to say everything's opened up, but most everything's opened up with certain restrictions. The beauty about Florida is we're so laid back here. Like there's so many states in the U.S. that are still on lockdown, and there are a lot of protesting going on because there's a lot of people out there. And guys, I'm not going to get into the controversial part because that's just not my thing. You know, people have different views, and I respect all those. But the thing is yeah, this virus is dangerous. I get that. At the same time, though, starvation's kind of dangerous too. And there's literally people around the world right now because they can't work that are literally starving. So, Rob, see you, dude. You got to run. You got to rum or you got to run, dude. I think it says you got rum, which that's cool too. But anyway, so I really have mixed feelings about that. It hasn't impacted my Kirby. Thank you, dude. New sub from Australia. Thank you so much, dude. That's awesome. But the thing is, you got to make money though. You have to make money. You know what I mean? And I don't think we can expect the government to take care of everyone. So I don't know, guys. I have mixed feelings on that whole thing. My business, what I do was impacted a little bit, but not to the point where I couldn't do anything. And my wife and I, we're huge supporters of mom and pop businesses. We do not eat at chain restaurants. Like 1% of the year we'll eat at a chain. Very, very rarely. But we support mom and pop places, and a lot of those are suffering right now, and even though they're coming back, those few months they were out of business, dude, that can take years, because it take running a small business. And Mike, you never close your business. Good for you, man. But you know more than anybody too, Mike, is if you go down for a week, even a week, man, that could kill a business. You know what I mean? So it's not a good situation. But anyway, Florida's pretty much opened back up. My gym opened up this week. I think you guys caught my earlier video about the gym. If you didn't catch whatever you missed this week, guys, if you're on my email, I send out an email every Friday, and the subject line is Friday Metal Guitarist or something like that. And I kind of catch everybody up on the cool stuff that happens. So make sure you read that tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow around 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. So, all right, we'll catch up here, guys. Yeah, Northern Cali hasn't opened up at all, Jose. Wow, dude. Yeah, and it's hard, dude. It's really sad, dude. Mike, you're Mike. I forgot what business your wife is in, dude. I totally forgot. I know you guys have the car wash. Megadeth, dude. Ex Mortis open for Marty Friedman in St. Louis. That's cool. Wow, dude. Yeah, Ex Mortis is pretty killer. Okay, Mike. So now I get it, dude. So she has a hair salon. Yeah, they close us down. My personal, and like I said, I don't like to get into this kind of stuff because the U.S. makes everything political. That's just what they do here, and I'm sickened by it. I'm very much in the middle on a lot of the issues. I think with every yes, there's conditions to that yes. With every no, well, there's some exceptions to that. There's not really a blanket answer that works for everyone. You have to think more circumstantial and dig a little deeper. But all that said, I just there's a middle ground somewhere. And again, you have to work. Some people have to work to stay afloat. I just think that it's smart just take just common sense. Like I'm at the gym today and this week. So the gym's open, but everybody's wiping their stuff down. And that didn't happen before, so I'm glad that's happening now. Because there are some disgusting people, man, that would just sweat all over the bench after they do bench press, and then just walk away. And I'm like, dude, but I don't understand it. Nobody wants to lay down in your nasty sweat. But now everybody in the gym's wiping things down. Everybody's wiping everything down. So it's cool. It's cool to see that people are taking precautions, they're being respectful, and I think that's the answer. Just use common sense, be respectful. I know a lot of places are wearing masks. I have not been wearing them, but I probably should. Just it makes other people feel comfortable, and it's just not a big deal. But to just shut everything down and keep it closed, we're gonna have like probably worse issues than any kind of virus could give us. When you take money away from people and you restrict them from making an income, you've got mass chaos coming. When people don't have income and they can't buy food, right? Let's forget about rent and electric bill and all that. But some people don't. Some people live paycheck to pay. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck here in the U.S. I don't know about other countries, but some people can't even buy food right now because they can't run their business, or the business they work for is closed. So that's just it's a bad spots to be in. Yeah, Mike. But the big box stores, of course, they stay open because here in America, the corporations and government have their hands in each other's pockets. So again, I don't want to get into that too much, guys. Like it's not my thing. I am what I'll tell you guys. I like to share this with you, but I don't talk about this so much. I am not a Democrat, nor am I a Republican. I am a registered, and you there who are not in the U.S., I am registered as an independent voter. So, and that just means there's some things about one side that I agree with, but not everything. There's some things about the other side I agree with, but not everything. And some issues, anyways, whatever, just that's just the way it is. But it's a big thing. But yeah, DW, yeah, I'm with you, dude. It's just it's kind of an issue right now because of this whole virus thing. A lot of people are hurting right now. Forget politics, but a lot of businesses and musicians are hurting too. These guys, these bands that can't tour right now, that's that's it's hard. So what we can do and what I'm doing, and this is not like a sales pitch for you guys to support me. Okay, if you want to, that's great. But the best thing that we can do for all of us for with this situation is to support bands that you like as much as you possibly can. Buying merch is a good thing, like T-shirts, their CDs, and also supporting small businesses in your area. If you have a mom and pop place, so you're like your favorite place to go get pizza that's not a chain restaurant, just be conscious and get your food from those small mom and pop places to help them build them back up. So that's that. I'll end my, the discussion on that stuff. You know, that's just that. So anyway, I think things here in Florida, to answer the question that started it all, here in Florida, things are just gradually getting back, gradually getting back to normal. So that's just where we're at. Um, yeah, I really don't have a big guitar collection though, guys. Like I said, I'll show you real quick again. I've got this my 7 string, my ESP E2 Horizon FR7. And that's been kind of my core guitar right now. Not metal core, like my core guitar. You guys know what I mean. Bad joke. And I've got my ESP LTD M1000 Deluxe. Um, I really love this thing, man. This is good. Now I am an ESP junkie, so it seems, and I'm trying to contact them, and I haven't heard back from them yet. But I'm trying to just work with them more. I've got a 5 string LTD bass. This is a D5 LTD D5 bass. It's awesome. This thing is great. I just changed the battery in it today because it's got active pickups, and man, that battery lasted a long time. I've also got the Ibanez RG 1570. This is a nice guitar. So guys, those are all the guitars I own. Actually, I'm sorry. Where's my acoustic at, dude? Oh, it's downstairs. I have a Takamine acoustic guitar. That's downstairs. I keep it downstairs because no cover charge. What's up, dude? I keep it downstairs because I play acoustic out on the patio a lot. Actually, I did a video on my birthday, and I think most of you guys caught it. I was playing out there for some of that lesson. Yes, 4 day weekend, guys. It's awesome. Not for me, man. I got to work every day this week, but that's because I do what I do here. So I don't get any days off. But right now I don't want any days off. I don't want any time off. I will take a few hours off and drink some beers by the pool. Drink some beers with you guys. But I still work pretty much every day, man. Oh, Sammy Hagar got canceled. That's so dude. I love. Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. I had a dream about Sammy Hagar, and no, it's not one of those weird, creepy dreams. No, I seriously had a dream about Sammy Hagar a long time ago, and I called my close friend Eddie and Tom, who my old bandmates of mine, and I'm like, guys, I just had this weird dream, dude. I just told you it wasn't weird, but it wasn't weird. So anyway, I don't even know how the dream went. Like, I kind of remember it in my head, but it's hard for me to explain it. But I met Sammy, and we just talked, and but it was like a conversation. I don't even remember what we talked about, but it was something magical, and it had something to do with my music, and it was just I get chills thinking about that too. I've gotten chills like twice tonight, and it's not even cold in here. Florida's hot all the time, even inside. But no, I just had this dream, and it's like so vivid. But my point, I love Sammy's voice though, dude. I love his voice with Van Halen. I am. Don't shoot me, guys, but I'm more of a Van Hagar fan than I am the David Lee Roth style. I like David Lee Roth. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the guy is phenomenal. He put on a show too, man. But yeah, yeah, DW, support mom and pops, dude. DW, yes, absolutely right. You get better food from mom and pop places, man. Boom. Now, I will tell you guys this. So, and I've got to jump off here real soon. I just looked at the time. Hard Rock, our casino's open here. We have a Seminole Hard Rock, and they just opened up tonight at 7 p.m. I'm not a big gambler, but I love this place. For one day, I'm more of a foodie. My wife and I are just foodies, man. We could eat all day. I'm surprised we're not like 400 pounds each. Well, she's Thai, so Thai girls don't get big. She doesn't worry about it. But seriously, I should be like, anyway. So that opens up. Actually, it's open now, and I think we're meeting her folks there in a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited about that. It's just a fun environment. Even if you don't gamble much, I'll throw $20 in the slot machine just to play and drink a beer or something like that. Hey, $20, $30 for entertainment, and that's it. If I win, great. If not, not a big deal. So anyway, so replay. Real quick cover charge. I didn't know they had a replay guitar exchange in St. Pete, dude. I know they have the main replay guitar exchange here in Tampa. I didn't know about the one in St. Pete, or is that the one you're talking about, the Tampa one? Let me know, man. I'd like to know. I love those guys. I've got I try to keep in touch with them. This just is so far away from me, man. Replay is so far down on the other side of Tampa. I never get over there. All right, I'm catching up here, guys. Yeah, ESP, dude. ESP two. Angel of Death. Oh, the red one on my right. So you know what, guys? There's a lot of you guys. This is not my guitar, by the way. This is a Tele. This is the Telecaster. This is my friend Brian's. He plays in a southern rock band, a southern rock and country cover band, and he let me borrow it for a week. So, again, guys, for those of you who haven't heard this yet, tomorrow two things happen tomorrow, real quick. So tomorrow, one video is going to come out tomorrow morning on this Tele here. You're going to hear this Tele in a full video. It's pretty interesting because I really go into detail with all the modifications done to it. So it'll be an entertaining video. Also, I don't know if you guys watched my birthday video. My birthday was on Tuesday, and I put out a video. I'm giving away two of my CDs tomorrow. So these two, Masterpiece, my latest CD. I'm doing a CD giveaway, and if you go to my birthday video, I can't remember I think it's called CD giveaway. Just go back a few days. The video I posted on Tuesday, and I'm having a friend of mine randomly pull two comments out of that thing, and those will be the winners of the free CD. So I'll announce that tomorrow at noon. I'll have to schedule a live event for noon tomorrow, and I'll announce the winners tomorrow. So I just wanted to do something. It's my birthday, so I'm like, but I wanted to give away something, so that's what I'm doing. And that helps. Obviously, that helps me promote my album. It's what I do. So, but I wanted to do something cool, and I think that's cool to give stuff away like that. All right. Yeah, Mike, we work every day, dude. I know you work I know you work a lot too. DW, Overkill. Man, Overkill's got some good stuff. Testament's got some, like Overkill and Testament and Death Angel. Those three thrash metal bands have remained true to their roots, and their latest albums, all three of those bands some have an album released just now. Some, I think Overkill was maybe a year or two ago. Death Angel just released. It's just, they're phenomenal, man. They're just, dude, I mean, I love to see them still touring and still doing stuff, still putting together music. It's awesome, man. It is really, really awesome. Acoustics Independent. Yeah, Independent's good, dude. You guys are crazy, man. Jose, thank you, by the way. For all of you who have bought my CD, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And, yeah, dude. So, I don't. Acoustic said my skull's wearing my Keep It Metal mask. I'm glad you mentioned that, dude, because I have to wear this thing tonight. I'm gonna go to Hard Rock to where my wife and I are going, but I have to. You can't go in there without a mask now. So I had these made on my shop. So this thing kind of covers your whole thing here, and I just pull it up like that. Keep It Metal. I hate these things though. I hate wearing stuff on my face. I can't stand it. But if it's what what they want you to do, then you have to do it if you want to go. So anyway, I got to wear it tonight if we're still going. But I have these on my shop too. If you guys want to pick one up, just go here. I'm gonna type in the link real quick. If I was smart, I would have had this copied so I could just paste it. Go to that link I just posted. That's my shop, and just at the top menu, you'll see. Just click on mask or either mask or face mask, whatever, and then you'll see I've got Keep It Metal mask. I've got Metal and Beer mask. I've got a Metal and Weights and something and another one too. So if you buy three of these, or if you buy three shirts or three mugs, pretty much three of anything except I don't have the deal on my albums, but three of any like apparel. you get an automatic 15% off your order. So that's just a deal I have going right now. But yeah, check that shop out. You can buy stuff there. This kind of stuff helps me. I mean, talking about supporting small businesses and independent musician. That's why I have a shop, because I know selling music isn't enough. I have to have other things out there to draw in revenue. So again, the link's right there. I just posted it. Boom, there's the mask. It's kind of cool. I'm like, if I'm gonna wear a mask, I'm gonna wear something that's cool looking. I'm not gonna wear something that looks stupid. You know. So that's that. Yeah, dude. 2020 thrash metals for. Oh, Jose, you mentioned Havoc, dude. Yeah. Oh, Warbringer. Warbringer's freaking awesome, dude. That's a great band, guys. That's a really great band. Yeah, you can't rob them without a mask, dude. Wearing it. Lucian, I'm not a big fan of the mask either. To be honest with you, I put them out there just so several people have bought them from me too. They take a little while to ship. I'll be on all my stuff right now, my T-shirts and all that, because I work with vendors in the U.S. and in the U.K. So they are taking a little bit longer to ship. So just be aware of that if you order from the shop, the link that I just posted above. You'll still get it. You'll still get your merchandise. Again, it's going to be a few days because of this whole outbreak thing. But anyway, so if you support me there, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. But yeah, um, real quick, guys, if you have not signed up for your free guitar lesson guide, I'm just going to put this out there real quick. Guitarist. So, if you don't have my free guitar lesson guide, go to the link I just posted there and sign up, and you'll get that in your email, and you'll also get my Friday metal guitarist emails as well. Okay, so you'll get those. What I do tomorrow morning at about 8 o'clock, you'll get and yeah, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, no cover charge. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up on my video here. That helps my channel. I'm really trying to hit that 10,000 sub mark this month. Like I said, I'm not a numbers guy. I could really care less, but when I hit 10,000 subs, and I'm real close to it, my goal is to do it by this month. When I hit 10,000 subs on YouTube, it opens up some more doors for me on YouTube. So that's really what I want. Um, yeah, DW, no dislikes. I always get like one dislike somewhere, man. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But I don't think I've ever disliked someone's video, because if I don't like the video I'm watching, then I'm not going to hang around long enough to leave a comment or dislike it. I'm just going to move on to the next thing. That's just me. But guys, one more time, I'm posting my shop link if you guys want cool stuff. I've got merch out there. Again, shipping is a little bit they're doing it. You will get it. It's just a little bit longer, like probably 3 or 4 days longer than usual. So that's. But guys, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go to Hard Rock. I'm gonna blow $20 tonight, and then I'll come back and I'll sing a very sad country song on my friend's Telly. I almost called it a Strat. He probably wouldn't have liked that too much. It's a Telly, and he'll probably have a couple beers and just see what's going on. But guys, thank you again so much. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for supporting my music in this channel, and we will see you very, very soon, guys. Stay safe out there and keep it metal.